welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be jumping on this bandwagon, which everyone and their mother has been doing. It is about the best and worst luxury purchases of 2019. I don't actually have any worst purchases of 2019, fortunately or unfortunately. I personally see it as more fortunate because it means I just did not waste as much money and I've become a bit more smarter with my spending. I have decided to actually dedicate an entire video on my worst purchases for the entire decade, because starting off this decade as a 13-year-old, I spent some money on some silly things. Oh my god, I was 13 at the beginning of this decade. I've kind of categorized this into shoes, bags, clothes. One of the main factors I consider when selecting items to include in my top luxury items list is whether I've repurchased the item or whether I've really worn the item. Funnily enough, all items that I have chosen, I've repurchased either in the same color or a different color because I've loved and worn them so much. So I thought that these were the best items to actually include in this video. They aren't all like super extravagant, they're very wearable. And that's what I like about my personal style, is that I tend to buy things which are very wearable and I won't really regret purchasing. Let's start with the most amazing purchase of 2019. It is in fact my Chanel pearl bag. Now this was a hit all over Instagram and the internet, and it's such a beautiful little bag. I purchased this from the airport. I was so lucky to actually get my hands on it. Imagine I actually considered not purchasing it. I saw it and I was like, do I like it? Do I not like it? And then I realized, you know what? This is a bag which I probably will never get the chance of purchasing ever again, retail. So I should actually just suck it up and buy it. I have actually worn it a lot more than I expected to. Initially, I thought that this would be one of those bags which I just kind of keep on the shelf or in its box and just admire every now and then because it's so beautiful, so intricate, and so, just so nice. I don't want to wear it, but it's actually something I've worn a lot and I've got a lot of use out of. Initially, one of the main reasons why I didn't want to purchase it was because of this strap. It is super long. It was an awkward size, but because it is actually satin and lambskin, it does fit a lot in. It's not super structured like the caviar bags. I absolutely love this bag, honestly. I wear it in the evenings as well as during the day, and it's been a good purchase. If you are considering purchasing one of these and you have actually managed to find one of these, grab one. I will not be selling this one. A lot of people have been asking me whether I'd consider selling it, and if I was ever gonna sell this bag, I would probably sell it for 10 times its actual cost. But realistically, I'm never gonna sell this bag. This is something I definitely like to keep and hand down because it is such a beautiful piece. I guess you would have done it. Next, I'm pretty sure you guys already know which bag I'm gonna say because I've bought it in literally every single color available this season. It is the small double classic flap Chanel bag in caviar with gold hardware. This is honestly my favorite bag, and I don't know why I did not purchase this earlier in my life. I felt like I didn't need to. I went through a phase where I was like, you know, I've got my whole life to purchase classic Chanel bags. Why don't I just purchase the crazy ones for now and settle for my jumbo, which I used quite frequently. I don't know where this bag has been my whole life, but I'm so glad I now have it in my life because it is honestly just the most perfect bag, and I can't wait to purchase it in the beige. I do actually have the beige in a medium, which I do wear quite often, but my sister has actually stolen that because I've been purchasing so many of these recently that she's like, well, oh, you don't really need it, so. You can't go wrong with a classic double flat bag in caviar. Whether you prefer caviar or lambskin, it's entirely up to your preference, but personally, caviar for me it's more durable, it lasts a lot longer, it doesn't get as scratched as lambskin. But the only issue with this one, you really do need to take care of the corners, and I learned that the hard way with my jumbo. So now my bags will never touch the ground, or any surface really. It'll always stay on my lap or hanging off a hook or something. If you are considering purchasing your first ever Chanel bag, I would definitely consider looking at caviar double flat bags, whether small, medium, jumbo, maxi, whatever your preference is. Definitely look at the classics before looking anywhere else. And I always say this to people when they ask me what bags they should choose and they give me an option between a Louis Vuitton or a Dior bag. I'm like, you know, if that's what you really want to do, then you purchase one of those. But if you really want to invest in a bag which is going to hold its value, and this is your like first ever major luxury designer purchase, definitely save up a little bit longer and purchase a Chanel bag, because Chanel bags, they just don't go out of style, and they just go with everything. Like, they really do go with everything. And I can wear this one in the evening as well as during the day, which is obviously very important for me. I love versatility, but I love basic classic pieces because they're timeless, and that's important for me. I don't want to be out here wasting money on bags I'm not gonna really wear. The third bag I want to feature in this little list is my mini peekaboo. Not necessarily the python ones, but I did include the python because I initially purchased this in the green python. I absolutely loved it. I wore it to death. I didn't think I'd actually really get a lot of use out of it because it was green, but it was just the perfect pop of color against an all black outfit, and so is this one. It's just so adorable, and it's like the perfect size. It is the best everyday bag for me, as well as obviously the small flat bag. You don't have to get this in python. They do come in like plain calfskin. I do have the, what is it called? It's not this one. It's not like the classic peekaboo. It is like a little different. It's a bit different. It's a bit bigger, but because I have a few peekaboos in this size, I thought that this would be the perfect bag to include. Honestly, it's just a really good bag for when you've got a lot of junk. And I love how they have compartments. Not only does it have two big compartments here, they also have a zip pocket inside, as well as just like an open like flappy pocket. The interior is so beautiful. It's got a top handle like this, which you can obviously wear in your hand, in the crook of your arm, as well as a long strap, which you can wear crossbody or just on one shoulder. And honestly, it's a very practical bag. It does actually fit a lot in it, although it does look very small. It's extremely spacious, and it's one of the bags I like taking with me to London, because when I'm in London, I just end up carrying a lot of junk in my bag. Like, you never know what you need, like gloves, a scarf. You never know with London. The weather is so unpredictable. I do believe this can fit a very small umbrella, if I'm not mistaken, but I know for sure my other peekaboo can, the plain black one. This is a great bag. I would recommend it to anyone that wants to purchase a nice little Fendi bag. Definitely a good purchase. You're cute. As much as I like to hate on other designer brands apart from Chanel, honestly, this is a really lovely bag. I really do recommend it. And now we're gonna move on to shoes, and I'm sure you guys will already know what my first pair of favorite shoes are, because I have not stopped talking about them since I think about July, August last year, maybe later than that, I'm not sure, I can't remember. It is the Loro Piana Summer Charms walks. Just all of their walks, okay? The summer charms, the summer walks, the open walks, the boots. Wow, I am a sucker for these shoes. One thing I figured out with these shoes is that, as amazing as they are when you buy them in store, if you buy customized pairs, obviously, which you have to wait about 6 to 8 weeks for if they are regular deerskin. If they are exotic skin, you have to wait up to about 12 weeks. The quality is so much better when you order a personalized pair than it is to when you order online or just a regular pair. Like, I'm not saying they're awful. I'm just saying a little bit more time goes into these. This is a pair which I've worn quite frequently. The other pairs that I've actually bought in store, I've realized like the leather itself goes very floppy very quickly, and I don't like that because I walk in a weird way. I'm like very heavy footed, which is just tragic, but it's just how it is. I'm quite rough with my shoes, unfortunately, which is why I keep repurchasing the same shoes in the same color as well as different colors. But the personalized pairs definitely are better quality than the pairs that you buy in store. I don't know why I hadn't caught on to this earlier, but like, I mean, obviously, because this is a custom pair, you literally have someone sew these together for you. I just love them so much. I've purchased a bunch more for summer, and I'm so excited to get a hold of those. Now that I know the Chanel bags I'm gonna be wearing in summer, obviously now I'm trying to create a Skittles collection of Chanel bags and Loro Pianas. This is gonna be a fun summer. I'm gonna have a lot more color in my wardrobe, and I think that's the one thing I love about my personal style, even though it's super boring, and like, I know you guys say I just wear like white shirts and black jeans, and I'm just very basic. Love being able to experiment with pops of color as opposed to like full outfits of color. That's just not me. Matching Laura Pianas to my matching Chanel bags. Big mood for summer. Obviously, as well as the Hermes around sandals, but yeah. I know a lot of people doing videos like this and featuring loads of heels, and honestly, I'm not a heels girl anymore. I'm more of like a comfort girl because I don't enjoy wearing heels. It's not comfortable for me and I don't have any reason to really wear heels. I say this in all my videos, but ever since I turned 21 and I became legal officially everywhere, I wear flats everywhere. My favorite pair of sneakers obviously is the Christian Louboutin Vieira sneakers. These are very similar to the Louis, but they have more of a rounded toe in comparison to the Louis, which has an almond toe. They are the all white, and these are actually my cleaner pair. I know they look super beat, but these are actually the cleaner pair. I repurchased these back in London and I left a pair in London because I wear them so frequently. As uncomfortable as Louboutin shoes are, once you wear these in, they are the most comfortable sneakers you'll ever buy, and I'm definitely considering getting another pair because these are looking a bit worn out. I can't say enough good things about these. They are just my favorite pair, my go-to sneakers. My next pair of shoes, which I believe I bought this year, are the Chanel ballet flats. I don't know why I never purchased these earlier, but I absolutely love these. They're such a great pair of shoes. They go so well with so many different outfits. And I think I'm gonna be purchasing more of these to match my Chanel bags as well. I have a thing for matching shoes and bags. I love the nude with the black toe. Those are my favorites. I bought like 3 pairs of those. I wear them religiously. And they are pretty comfortable. They do get pretty uncomfortable after a few hours, which is sad. But again, they're not trainers. They're not meant to be comfortable. They're just solid ballet flats. But I really do love these. I think they're a great pair of everyday shoes. So that's why I've got so many of these now. I felt compelled to include some heels into this video. And the 2 pairs of heels, well, the first pair that I felt was very necessary to include was obviously a pair of Louboutins. Like, I know a lot of people feel like this brand is done out here, but this brand holds a very special place in my heart because it was one of my favorite brands growing up, and I found the perfect style, which actually is very comfortable, very wearable, and super elegant. It's the Pigalle Folies in 100. A lot of people think the Socates and the Pigalles and the Pigalle Folies are very similar, but they are so not similar. If you analyze a shoe, you'll realize that there's so many different things taken into consideration when building a shoe, like the toe box, the heel, the shaft, everything. And I particularly love these because it has the thin heel, which the Socate has. However, it doesn't have the curvature of the Socate because it is 100, so it's got a more comfortable heel height, and it does have the Pigalle toe, not the Socate toe. The toe box basically is this bit here, and the toe box is short and it shows a bit of toe cleavage, whereas the Socate is a bit pointier and it's long, and I didn't really like that. I felt like this is more of an elegant shoe for me. This is just very wearable. I have this in black and I have this in nude. I'm definitely considering getting the Strass pair. I have the Strass in a very uncomfortable design, but I do wish, actually, I say I wish, but I could actually get them custom made. As sad as it sounds, creating a custom pair of Loubs is actually on my bucket list. Can't lie. That would be the best thing ever. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but I feel like actually I've stopped buying into the brand as much. I don't really buy heels anymore, and growing up it was like the brand when you were like 16 and had a pair of red bottoms. Wow, you were the shit in school. So the Pigalle Folies in 100, absolute babe. Love that shoe. The next and the last pair of shoes I wanted to discuss and feature are the Christian Louboutin Jonatinas. Now, I would have included the Gianvito Portofinos, but really and truly, they don't have the wow effect that the Jonatinas have. I love this floating kind of strap, the PVC, the little toe bit. These are just such a beautiful shoe, and I purchased these about 2 years ago, the black pair 2 years ago, and then I purchased the nude because they didn't release the nude yet. When I purchased the black pair, I felt like I had to include these in a video because it was a very special time for me. When I purchased them, it was for a special occasion, and these are just a great pair of shoes. They lasted me the whole night, danced the entire night away, and I was very happy to wear these. And I still am very happy to put these on because they are a comfortable pair of shoes. They're not in the slightest bit uncomfortable, and they are very elegant on the foot. They're just such a great pair of shoes. And if I had the choice between the Portofino Giambitos and these, I always go for these unless I really do not care about where I'm going, but I care about my outfit. I want to say a club, but like really and truly, I'm not that girl that wears heels to a club anymore. You'll almost always catch me in flats. But if I'm going to somewhere which is a bit mucky, I will pick up the Portofinos because I don't mind if those get a bit scuffed about, whereas I would probably not pick these up because I do really love these. Although I can buy another pair. It's just always something about the first pair which has sentimental value to me. Tragic, I know. I'm just like attached to all my shoes and I'm just a bit of a hoarder, which is really sad. But I think I just value my stuff a lot because growing up I wasn't able to buy the things I wanted because my parents never just said, here you go. They just said, oh no. What do I want to talk about next? Next, obviously, scent of the decade, scent of the year has been the Coq de Jean Baccarat Rouge. I absolutely love this. It's just such a strong, powerful, and amazing scent. It's also unisex, so if you're wondering what it smells like, definitely pop into Harrods if you can, pop into one of the stores that actually has these and try it out, or order the set online. You can get like a miniature set from Net-a-Porter. I'll link it down below. In fact, I'll link everything I can down below, and try out the scent for yourself. It's honestly, it's just mesmerizing. Oh my god, how could I forget the most important purchase of 2019, or was this 2018? No, this is 2019. My Louis Vuitton slippers. Now, this is the second pair that I bought. The first pair, obviously, you saw, I think that was in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I just love my Louis Vuitton slippers. They are the most comfortable shoes to wear in the house. And the new pair actually have leather underneath them. If you didn't watch my unboxing video, I'll link it down below. They're just the most comfortable pairs of shoes to wear in the house and to just walk about the mall in and just, you know, run around in. I love them. I don't want to take them off, and I need them in every color. They're a bit steep for £1,000, 1,005, yeah, but worth every penny, can't lie. I think shoes and bags and accessories this year was a great hit for me. This year, I mean last year, it was a great hit. When it comes to clothes, it's always a big miss because nothing fits. Nothing ever fits me in the right way because I'm just so small. If you guys didn't know, I'm 5 foot, and it's not a great height to be when you like designer things because nothing fits and everything has to get tailored and altered, and it's a bit of a nightmare. All the things that I bought from H&M and Topshop this year, most of them absolutely loved. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, check those out because those are like my most popular videos where I actually buy things that fit me well and are useful. The designer clothes that I buy, which we will be discussing in my next video on the worst purchases of the decade, you'll know, just completely useless. Just completely, utterly useless. Ill-fitting, not flattering, unwearable almost. Except for the Balmain blazer, I really do love that. That was a great piece. And I'm definitely going to be buying more of those, as well as more Balmain skirts, which I would show you, but they are actually at the tailor now, getting altered. That summarizes all my top purchases for 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell to get notified every time I upload. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to see what I get up to behind the scenes. I'm also not an Instagram kind of person. Personally, I hate it. I think it's just a really sad platform. I'm not really a social media person, but sometimes I'll show you guys little snippets of my life here and there. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.